Good morning, one and all. How's everybody doing this morning? Yes, I'm up bright and early. I've got an appointment with Maggie, a very attractive young lady who prescribes my psychotropic meds. Haven't seen her since December. I see her every 3 months. They marked me as a no-show on December, so I've got to get her to change that. And second, she cut down a lot of my meds because she didn't trust me. I'd been drinking while I was in East Tennessee. She also cut out my lorazepam, which is what I take when I start to have a panic attack. Fortunately, I had saved up enough by putting up with, when the obsessions start, I kind of just deal with them until the chest starts to hurt. And, it's probably not a good idea to cut meds that people with PTSD really need, but that's okay. I'm going to ask her first thing this morning. Hi, Ken. Kenny has just come up to say hello. He wants my lap, but there's a computer on it, and that pisses him off. Kenny liked the MMA fights Saturday night, too. He's glad I got the pay-per-view. Should have been in East Tennessee where we could have split the cost, and, at the very least, me and Jimmy could have split it, and it'd be, $30 a piece? 35? If nobody else paid, hey, that's still a lot less than, what did I pay, $69.95? I can. I got the head boop. I've been marked by Kenny. You can see his special ear. That cost me about $400. It swelled up with blood, and it was huge. It was much bigger than my thumb and just hanging loosely on its side. He's a beautiful kitty, isn't he? He's my beautiful Kenny. He got a pink nose. Unfortunately, he's Jan's kitty. She's had him for 13 years, him and his totally black brother. He's totally white, his brother's totally black. And Kevin, his brother, loves me to death, too. Unfortunately, when I do find a place of my own, they won't be going with me. Can't win them all. Oh, hey, even my coffee cup got the kitty boop. So I hear my best friend has been watching Finder episodes, I guess on Netflix all day yesterday. I love the Finder. It's also Michael Clark Duncan's last works. But it's a really funny show, and it was a spin-off of Bones. For those of you who don't know, it was a spin-off of the Bones episode. And for those of you who enjoyed watching the Finder all day yesterday, you can probably find the Bones episode. If not, what you do is look online, look for Bones, Michael Clark Duncan, because he was on the Bones episode. It's good. It's really funny. Of course, I liked Bones as well. My cigarette went out while I was petting the cat. Anyway, just want to let everybody know I was up early. My plan is, if she won't refill my panic pills, I don't panic when I'm drinking. I'm just going to get up and walk out. Go cold turkey on the Cymbalta, the lorazepam, the Valium. I'm not sure if she wanted me to quit the Valium when the prescription ran out or not anyway. She did cut me down to 1 time a day until it runs out, so I don't know. It means I've got plenty left instead of 3 times a day. We'll just see, If she wants to try and help me, then good deal. If not, I'm going to say, hey, y'all are just throwing medications at the symptoms, which is all they're doing anyway. And they changed all the meds that I came out of Parkview Pavilion with. Look, I came out of the loony bin after 12 days of 24-hour observation. They had given me all the meds they gave me because they determined I need them. 24-hour observation for 12 days. I think they knew what I needed. Then when I see my general practitioner, he changes some of them. And when I see her a month and a half later, she changes some of them. I'm kind of clueless. These people knew me and said, that's what you go to Parkview for. Well, that's one of the things, either to come down or to get your meds leveled. Figure out what you need, how much you need, and when. That was the whole reason I went there. I self-admitted, told them I had suicidal tendencies. I went from Horizon Medical. That was Spooky. That's Spooky's tail. That was Spooky in the background. Kitties are very playful this morning. They've had their soft food because I was up early enough before the dogs. I usually get up at 6:30. I woke up at 4:30 and decided I'd go ahead and get out of bed so I could give them this time to play and feed them and all that, because Kenny and Kevin are used to the dogs. Shelly, who is the one who hisses at cats and doesn't like them either, puts up more with the dogs than she does with cats. She'll sit on the armrest like she is over there right now. She's the one with the extra claw in each thumb. She didn't mind the dogs. She's kind of taught them their place. Unless she happens to be out in the middle of the floor and all three of them are running around her at one time, then she gets upset. It's a boxer, a half dingo who's the same size. And the puppy, little sister, now weighs at least as much as the dingo. She's not as tall, but she's barrel-shaped. She looks like she's got part beagle in her, but she's got something else, and her paws are as big as my hands, almost. So when we got her, I looked at her paws and I said, that's going to be a big dog. And Jen's like, no, she's just a puppy. No, that's going to be a big dog. And she's still at the age where she gets into everything. The toilet brush is in the hallway again. Usually she likes cleaning supplies. Toilet brush, mop, broom. She'll bring all those to the middle of the floor. Then she'll take the towels or blankies out of the other dogs' crates and pull them out onto the floor so that they got nothing to lay on. And then she'll go for everything she can get on the coffee table. So you got to be real careful what you put and where. I found my ashtray that I hadn't quite emptied. I usually leave the ashtray empty. But sometimes you leave a couple butts in there when you go to sleep at night. You don't think anything of it until you have to clean them off the floor in the morning. Anyway, I've gone way over my usual time. I'm just babbling away. I'm actually in a very good mood. All of my doctor's appointments are this week. I've got one today, one Thursday, and one Friday. Jan can take me to the one of them. The one in Nashville is for the next recheck of the right eye, where they had to redo the LASIK. That wasn't painful at all. It was actually not a bad situation. I actually didn't have that bad of a time. It wasn't like the first one. The first one was very painful. But for those of you who wear glasses or contacts, it's worth it. Mine cost $3,000 because of how bad my eyes were. When they say $69.95 and up per eye, it kind of depends. If you're pretty close to normal vision, that's what you're going to pay. They can repair nearsightedness, farsightedness, and cataracts. So, anyway, that's my ad for LASIK Vision Institutes. I guess that covers it. I'll probably do a later one to let y'all know how the visit with the psych doctor went, and my therapist still never called me back, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with therapy unless she requires it to give me the drugs. Anderson out.